Broadcasting live from the Hyundai Studios, presented by your local Hyundai dealers. This is Chicago's #1 and most listened to sports station. 670 The Score is Chicago Sports. Chicago Sports is The Score. Always live on the free Odyssey app. WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
The Score!
Score fans, from the very beginning, The Score has made history in Chicago.
The Score will have to earn its stripes, and we plan to do just that. The Score, Sports Radio 820. Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Are you resigned to this fate?
Well, you're the same guy that wrote about me when I did have the fire, that was the wrong thing to do. So who you crapping?
Well, I'm just asking.
Don't crap me now. No.
Michael Jordan, by the way, of the Chicago White Sox. You'll never put on shorts again and play basketball in the NBA.
No, I will not.
Since we're saying goodbye now to the 1160 frequency, should we trash it? Just like these powerful people in charge of this, they make these moves, it's because they believe in you.
The Score, Chicago's Sports Radio 670, now officially signs on the air.
Farley pitched the perfect game. His second no-hitter. He no-hits the Tampa Bay Rays. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. With the first pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Caleb Williams.
Now we make history yet again. The Score, Chicago's first and #1 sports station since 1992. Starting out as a dawn to dusk station on AM 820, then 1160, and finally moving to the 50,000-watt powerhouse of 670, is about to make history as the first all-sports station on FM radio in Chicago. Keep listening as we are seconds away from our official launch of The Score on 104.3 FM. Powered by the official sports book of The Score, Circa Sports. Sports betting the way it should be, with no bet fees.
Now, back to the award-winning #1 sports morning show in Chicago, as we are seconds away from the beginning of a new era in Chicago radio, launching 104.3 The Score on the FM dial. This will be the first ever sports radio station in Chicago, heard on FM radio. The Chicago Sports Talk, Cubs baseball, and Bulls basketball will all be in crystal clear quality on 104.3 FM. Here are your hosts of this historic occasion, Mully and Haw.
Yes, indeed, it is time for the actual flipping of the switch here on The Score FM. And live in studio with us is the CEO and owner of Circa Sports, the official sports book of the Score. That's Derek Stevens. He came in, flew in, God bless him. Mitch Rosen, our vice president of the Score. Mitch, take it away.
Mully and Haw, thank you. We are so excited. The Score signed on the air January 2nd, 1992. Today is a very historic day. Derek, thanks for being here as our partner. This is so exciting.
Well, Mitch, thank you. Look at everyone here. This is such a historic day in Chicago. I could see through all the faces. This is a monumental day for you, for your team. I'm just happy that you asked us to be a part of it. Thank you. Circa Sports is excited to be here with you.
We're so excited. So many people worked on this for so many years. The day, the hour, the minute, the seconds are here. Is everybody ready for this? Speak up loud out there.
All right.
Already on schedule,
Mully and Haw, are you ready?
Yes, we are ready.
Let's go.
Let's get the countdown. Guys.
10, 9, everyone, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Damn it! Oh, goodness gracious!
The switch has flipped!
Wow!
Welcome to the FM!
Everywhere.
Welcome to the FM!
What the heck happened?
Never sounded
look at
better.
that. Unbelievable.
Never sounded clearer. It works. Is this thing still on? Yes.
Wow!
And look who's here. Oh, my goodness.
It is the man himself. John, welcome to the studio. What a glorious, beautiful day for the
John
Score.
Vincent, welcome to the Score.
Oh, no, thank you for having me here.
This
This is awesome. Privilege to be here. I'm so excited for you guys. This is awesome. And Mitch, you're like my brother, so thank you for having me here, and I'm so happy. I can't believe 1992. I remember when that started, so
do you know how good you're going to sound on FM?
Oh, my God.
We'll see.
Another South Sider made good, John Vincent.
And now, as we've officially launched 104.3 The Score on FM, we celebrate this defining moment for Chicago sports radio in the way all great games begin. Please rise if you are able. Remove your hats for our national anthem, performed by the world-renowned singer who has sung in front of the Pope, the World Series audience, numerous Chicago venues, and so many sporting events one cannot count. He's Chicago's very own, here for the national anthem on this historic day for the Score FM, John Vincent.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free? And the home of the brave.
A huge thank you to the world-renowned John Vincent for the singing of our national anthem. It's official, Chicago. 104.3 The Score officially signs on the air. Set us in your radio's presets now. Let's get back to Mully and Haw on 104.3 The Score.
Oh, we are on FM now, Mr. David. What do you think?
That was outstanding.
That was unbelievable. Seriously.
Now, that's how you make an entrance.
Yeah. I mean, to hold a note like that.
To hold a note like that.
Beyond human comprehension.
And to be 3 feet away from that, Mully.
That's unbelievable.
My goodness.
Yeah, John Vincent.
Never experienced an anthem like that.
That was unbelievable. And Derek Stevens is with us. Derek, thank you for being a part of this. It is so much fun to now be on FM. We've been talking about it for years, and now you will hear Bulls games crystal clear downtown, Cubs games crystal clear downtown. I just want to run down in the parking garage and turn on the radio.
It kind of makes you want to go drive around Lower Wacker.
Yeah, exactly.
All morning long.
Yes.
You know, just to be able,
it's so unusual. Thanks so much for being here.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I'm happy for you guys. I'm happy for your team. I had to go to school a little bit. Mitch Rosen came out here with the rest of the crew and explained to me the importance of this FM station and how excited he was. And he actually told me, he goes, this is something that he's wanted to do for more than a decade.
It's true.
And he explained to us. He came all the way out to Las Vegas to say, hey, I really want you to come back and do this with us. And after he did, I just got chills just watching you, and I could see the excitement throughout the studio. It's unbelievable. Yeah. So I'm so happy for you guys.
It's great that you're part of this, and Mitch is right. And 10 years in the making, and he's been at the forefront. And Kevin Cassidy, also somebody who made this happen, because it is a game changer. It's a game changer, and certainly just widens the reach and the audience and all of the things that come, and we sound a little bit clearer. It's just a little bit smarter, maybe.
So it's a huge, huge week in Vegas. It's one of the great weeks. We've been fortunate enough to be out there for both the start of the NCAA tournament in March and to be out there for the Super Bowl. And, the casino blows up. It's like extraordinary. As a guy that worked for years as a sports writer, and there was no cheering in the press box, to watch a game in Vegas where some dude gets like 6 yards and the place explodes because someone won some one of these prop bets that make the Super Bowl so much fun in Vegas.
Yeah, it's something. I mean, there's nothing like a Super Bowl in Vegas, and you're right about it. You will never see a roar like you see. You wonder what you have to be prepared for the coin toss, right? The coin toss comes out. It doesn't matter if it's heads or tails. You hear this sound you can't replicate. You hear it throughout the entire Las Vegas Valley it's a blend of cheers and and that just sets the table for the rest of the day. I mean, then you go on to what's the first play? Pass, rush. People go nuts on that right off the get go. And it's like that for the whole game. So it's a lot of fun.
There are 7 pages here in this printout that we got, and all kinds of research that has been done. When do things really start picking up in Vegas when you go back?
Well, what happened is we post our props. We started off with Circus Squares. We posted them last Monday because we get those out. And then every day that goes by, we add more to the prop sheet. So what's happening, without anybody really knowing, Vegas is kind of infiltrated with all these sharp professional bettors. They spend the week before Super Bowl kind of taking shots and managing the line. Take, for example, we put a prop out. We stood a little bit different than everyone else. Who will score the first touchdown? Will the jersey number be over or under a certain number?
So awesome.
So we put out 10.5. Now, the reason this is important, every sportsbook puts out a little bit different number. Circus Sports put out 10.5. Most sportsbook put out 11.5. That's historically been a little bit more where it's been. This is a unique Super Bowl. So at 10.5, remember, number 11 is very important. JSN is number 11.
Yes.
So we've got a situation where we put it out at 10.5 minus 110. It's getting pushed all the way up to minus 145.
But Kenneth Walker is number 9.
That's true.
He could be. That's the thing. You take the under, and you got a really good shot there.
It's hilarious. I mean, it went through my head as listening to John Vincent that Dustin is the guy that will time everybody's national anthem and try. And I know it's a limited bet you can get, but the length of the national anthem is one that people wager on. You would have thought, as he held that note, there might be half the crowd like, don't hold that note, speed it up. I mean, it's hysterical the way people react to the national anthem.
Well, also, you've had people who were recording the rehearsal and timing it up, the rehearsal, and trying to get it right there. Yeah. And then, so that kind of an unfair advantage, but there's all kinds of that stuff going on.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
It's fun, though.
It's so much fun. It's the greatest. I once, you bet prop bets, you just have different things. I once had safety as the first points, and the first points were a safety, and I cashed in like massively just on a small bet like that.
That's a story you'll never forget. I'll tell you what, that's a story I'll never forget either.
You were on that one?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. Are there favorite bets that you lay every year?
No. I mean, we're bookmakers, so that's the tough thing. We go in, we play defense, right? So every time someone comes in, they make a play. We got to think about it like, what do we do now? We're hanging a bad number. We have a crooked number. We took our first $1 million bet last week, so I like that.
How about that?
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
How does that work? In my mind, there's a guy with a bunch of suitcases going to the window. How does that work? How do you make $1 million bet? You must have an account and you must transfer funds. I mean, what is it?
It's a lot of different ways. Yeah, you're sometimes exactly like you said. It's a backpack. It could be a backpack.
Oh my God.
Or I would say in this day and age, oftentimes as people call up ahead, said, "Hey, I want to wire the money in. What's the account? I want to wire it to the cage." They go to the cage and they take chips over.
So we bet $1 million on
the New England Patriots money line.
A money line bet on the Patriots
plus 188. Plus 188.
Yeah. About that.
But it tells you something. I mean, it tells you someone believes something that could be possible for anyone. Like, it makes me want to make a similar bet at a much smaller rate.
Does it really?
Yeah, it kind of does.
I'm not sure it does.
I don't like the Patriots in the game, and we'll get to that, but I'm just saying, if someone's laying $1 million on it...
Yeah, that's confidence.
Holy God.
Or a lot of disposable income.
Well, that's the problem.
Yeah.
It could be, you
don't know the circumstances.
You don't know if it's a Vegas fighter.
You're just smiling.
It's not a Vegas fighter. No, it's not a Vegas fighter.
Do you know the guy who made the bet?
Yeah, we know the guy that made the bet.
Does he do that a lot?
No, first time. I would tell you the other interesting about this, though, is I'm hoping that we take multiple $1 million bets.
Right.
Yes.
So I'm hoping this wasn't the only one. We took one early. Usually they come in on, let's say, Thursday to Saturday is like the sweet spot. That's when the money starts flowing into Vegas.
Is that because they're looking at the line and seeing what people are doing, or is it because they have a hard and fast idea and they feel like the line's getting better?
No, we don't have to overthink it. That's when people start just showing up with the dough, and that's it. They're coming to Vegas for the weekend.
And this year, there doesn't seem to be, like in there have been Super Bowl weeks where it's been clouded, some of these things, by injury status and updates. There doesn't seem to be a big injury. The Drake May situation maybe takes care of itself.
Injury. Yeah,
unless
they're hiding that one.
But that doesn't seem to be something that every day there's going to be a change,
right,
in terms of the injury report.
Right,
you wouldn't expect.
I mean, the Drake May story, that's going to be the lead story over the next, let's say, 72 hours. On every little nuance, every beat writer, the way he's walking, everything like that. That's going to be something that's going to impact people's decisions. But clearly, people are going to want to wait a little bit. They want to go through this week of media to try to get a better feel for it, and then all of a sudden they start showing.
But the $1 million man bet the money without having an update on Drake May.
And it's his first $1 million bet.
And he did it right off the get-go. This was like the Monday right after.
Crazy.
So it was like, boom. He wanted to put it in because he thought the money would move down. Remember, historically, people bet the money line disproportionately to the point spread. So people love betting the money line down. So I could see him saying, I got a little value at plus 188.
Yeah, that's interesting. It really is.
Hey, have you gotten your Circus Squares in?
I have not. I haven't done anything yet.
We've got Circus Squares. We have squares at the end of the game, at the end of the third quarter, second quarter, first quarter, whole thing. So we got a lot of options out there.
Yeah, I mean, I will invest at some point. I just got to. I'm like somebody that's actually in Vegas. I'm one of these guys. I really like a last minute wager. I mean, I'd be in line at the casino trying to go up, and then they shut the window, and I'd be cursing to myself.
So the whole thing with Circus Squares is like the minimum $10, and then you could have as much as you want.
Yeah, like a lot of people know squares, but you just randomly put it in, and you get given a number. The great thing about Circus Squares is you pick your own number. So you could take for example, you could pick 3-3 at the end of the first quarter.
Sure.
You could take 3-3 for the end of the game. 3-3 at the end of the game pays 65-1. 3-3 at the end of the first quarter. I think it's like 8-1 right now.
We need weather.
So you could pick your own numbers. Nothing's worse than when you have a squares and you get dealt the 5-5.
Oh, that is the worst.
That is the worst.
What do you have a wager? Is there a wager in this packet? And I'll go through it. Obviously, a lot of studying. I'm curious. Is there like a fourth down bet? This was the weird NFL playoffs of fourth down attempts. Ben Johnson is not in it anymore, so maybe there's fewer fourth down attempts. But will there be, in your opinion, a fourth down? Do you feel like that's going to happen with either of these teams at some point in that game?
I do feel that could play in. And if there was one prop bet that I would really focus in on, I would focus in on, will there be more than 2.5 participants attempt a forward pass?
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
2.5. That means a trick play is coming from somebody.
I would think that these two teams, you would see a trick play.
Yes,
I would think so too. That's why I like the over. I like the over 2.5, and then also you have the potential injury situation.
Right.
Yeah.
Before we let you go, Lions coming back?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I have to hand it out to all my Chicago friends. You got Ben Johnson and Boyd. I'll tell you what. Chicago Bears became the darling team. It was like the Lions a couple years ago. The Bears were a darling. Everyone
very similar.
And the comebacks were, it was riveting.
It was.
To watch the Bears. Circus Sports, in our sports book, we became a Bears house. It was unbelievable. It was a ton of fun.
You know what I love about that is the idea that the Bears are kind of a public team, that they're like, everybody traditionally used to bet New England because they were the Super Bowl winner, everyone got on them. But there are Chicago fans that will ruin the line because they're just fans and they're hopeful and they're optimistic, not because they've studied anything. That's always an advantage.
But this year that was rewarded.
It was
in a big way.
Yeah,
it was a fun season here.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
NFL's better when the Bears are good. So
no doubt about that.
I agree.
And today was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for being here.
It's a great Derek Stevens. Derek, thank you. What a great moment this is. We are on FM. We're talking some smooth jazz next. We'll bring in our guy. Who's coming up next?
Ron Coomer's next.
Coom Dog. I see him right there. Ron Coomer to joining the show next. Mully and Haw, Chicago Sports Radio 670. We're 104.3 The Score. Let's get that straight. 104.3 FM The Score.
The Score is officially live on the FM dial. A new era of sports radio has begun in Chicago. You're listening to 104.3 The Score, powered by the official sports book of The Score, Circa Sports. Sports betting the way it should be, with no bet fees.